Hi, and thank you for coming back to have a look at where I'm up to in my process of preparing for the exhibition in 2027. As you can see, I haven't made great progress with the actual stitching, but I have done a few things, and I'm also thinking about where I'm taking this next. So let's just walk through that process and we'll see where we get to. Progress has been a bit slower than I would have liked with these pieces, but I have, as you can see already, started stitching across all the way behind the head of this figure in here. And my main thought is that I want this to read as if the figure is coming forward, not receding backwards. So while I've been sitting and sewing, this is one of the nice things about having my design board on the opposite side of the room to me. I can sit and sew, but I can also stop and think about what is happening with my work and where I'm going to take it next. So one of the key thing I've been thinking about is this section here. Now, I mentioned previously about bringing that out into here, and I also mentioned quite early on that having these photocopy pieces would be really handy. So this is what I'm going to do with these. I'll just put this to one side. Now, there's two approaches. I can bring this down somewhat like this, and that will make that figure come out in front of this background. And I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. One thing I will be doing, and you can see here just by comparison, it's quite pale, this section of the printing. So one of the things I'm seriously thinking of doing is doing my outline all the way down here, but then actually doing some sort of filling stitch or pattern across here so that that really makes this pop forward. Now, that might also mean that I need to do a bit more work around the hair. You can see here I've already done some outlining, just a very simple running stitch and a bit of stem stitch there, just to help bring that face forward a bit away from this stitching at the back here. So I'll be thinking about doing some pieces like that. If I'd wanted to, I could have perhaps chosen to unify this section together with this background on the side here. So I could have chosen to use a red thread or some sort of crimson coloured thread to unify this top with that, and actually, I mean, that looks quite good. So this is where having coloured photocopies to play with is actually really handy, because I must say I was definitely thinking I'm going for the black. I think the black looks great, but the more I look at that, now, as I say, that's a coloured pencil, and I'd clearly need to find something that more closely matches the actual colour of the fabric as opposed to the way the photocopy turned out. But again, looking at these two side by side with the actual fabric, I really like the way that that is now popping out. It's still popping out from in front of this background, but that's a really nice pop of colour. And I suspect that this is sort of being so neutral and tonal here might actually benefit from having a shot of colour in it. So that's what I'll be thinking about when I'm doing this next lot of stitching. As I say, it's really handy to have the stitching. I mean, the stitching, fine, I know where I'm going with this. I'm not too worried about it, but yeah, these other things, like what am I going to do in this section, are much more important considerations in the process. Next time we'll be looking at this piece, which has caused me quite a few problems, and I'm slowly, after lots of looking, working out exactly where I want to take this one. Thanks for joining me, and I'll get back to you soon with another update on what's happening with my preparations for an exhibition.